Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new series that we're starting on the channel called Not a Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Only Challenge. So you may be familiar with a Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Only Challenge, which is where a person will get a bunch of sealed product and they'll make a deck, usually on a budget of like $30 to $40 a week, and they'll just buy sealed product, open it up, and they can only build a deck using what they get out of the sealed product. So me, lacking funding, was like, how can I make this as cheap as physically possible? And so I decided to do not a Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Only Challenge. I will be doing the complete opposite of a Sealed Only Challenge. So a Sealed Only Challenge, for those of you who might not know, involves only buying sealed product, and you cannot trade, and you cannot buy singles. This is the opposite. You can do whatever you want, as long as you get the cards. Heck, I could even go and, rob a bank, steal some money, and then use the money to buy cards. No, I'm not going to do that, but theoretically, yes, I could. So, we're just going to get right into the deck. So this week, it is just going to be the stuff that we get from the Soul Burner Structure deck. So this is essentially just a ×3 Soul Burner Structure deck profile, except for 2 cards in the extra. So let's get started right into it. Start off, we have our 1 copy of Gazelle, limited to 1. Very good card. When a Salamangreat monster is sent to the grave, you just drop Gazelle, send any Salamangreat card from deck to grave, which is good. Then we have 3 copies of Salamangreat Spinny. You can discard it from hand, and a Salamangreat monster gains attack, but the main part is when it's in the graveyard, you can special summon it back, and then banish it when it leaves the field. So you can use this to link climb, which is good. Then we have our 3 copies of Salamangreat Jaguar. When this guy is in the graveyard, you can shuffle any Salamangreat card, I believe, back into the deck, and then special summon him. So again, good for link climbing. 3 Salamangreat Foxy. On normal summon, it can excavate top 3, so it's like your dedicated normal summon out of the Salamangreats, because it can actually get stuff done. It has a beneficial on summon effect, which is really cool. And then 3 of Salamangreat Foul. So when a Salamangreat monster is normal or special, you can just special foul out. Again, good for link climbing. Our goal with most of these Salamangreat cards is just link climb as fast as possible to get into our big guys. Then we have 1 Falco and 1 Mole. Falco bounces a salad from field back to hand to special summon it, and Mole special summons to a link arrow. And it also has like a Pot of Avarice effect in the grave, which is pretty cool. So that's it for our salad cards. Then we have just this stuff is mostly placeholders. I will eventually replace it. We have 3 Red Resonator, which on summon, you can summon another thing from hand, so you can kind of extend with that. And then this guy's actually pretty interesting, Inferno. You can special summon him by banishing 1 fire-type monster from your grave, or fire attribute. So you can use this guy, again, to link climb, which is the whole point of this deck, essentially. And then our current only 1 hand trap, Triple Ash Blossom. This will be in the deck till, obviously, the final stages. Just probably one of the best hand traps in the game. Amazing that it came in the structure deck, so definitely running 3 of. And then while we're on the subject of stuff that's kind of anti our opponent, run 2 Dogran, the Mad Flame Kaiju, just to Kaiju over things that might be too big, kind of like spot removal. And then 3 True King Nimazad, the Vanisher. So you can special summon him by destroying fire monsters in your hand, and then you get a banish, so he's like a face-up banish, which is pretty cool. Again, good spot removal, just kind of for anything that causes a problem. And then 1 Salamangreat Circle, the Rhoda of the deck, just searches anything that you want it to. And then 3 Will. This is an amazing extender. It has like a soul charge effect, but its main effect is it's continuous, and you can special a salad from hand or graveyard, which is really cool. Gives it a lot of utility. I really like this card. Then for our salad traps, we're running 2 Rage and 2 Roar. Roar is the negate. You just flip this and you can negate something, and then Rage destroys monsters on the field equal to like link rating, which is again really cool, very powerful. And then 3 copies of Gozen Match is our last thing. So it means while Gozen Match is up, each player can only control 1 attribute of monster. So since everything you have is fire, you just flip Gozen, and your opponent can't essentially control anything. Because as soon as they summon something, they'll be locked in that attribute. So against a lot of those heavy combo decks that rely on the extra deck, where everything's a different attribute, yeah, they'll have a tough time out in that if they can't get out on field right away. And then we have for our extra deck 3 Balinks, really awesome card. Just a link 1. You link off any level 4 or lower Cyverse monster into this guy, and then you can search for the field spell, which is a Salamangreat Sanctuary. I think that I actually might have accidentally removed it, but I run 1 copy. I'll find that eventually. And then we also have this is the one card that didn't come in the structure, 2 Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf. This is the best of all the Salamangreat monsters in the extra deck, so I just had to include it. So you can, when something's summoned to its link area, you can recur a fire monster from your grave to hand, which is, again, really good, very powerful. And then when this guy is summoned using another copy of Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf, you can set a Salamangreat spell trap from your grave, which is good. So you can just kind of get some negation on if you, like, dumped it with Gazelle. And then last 3 of our boss monster, Heat Leo. When it's on summon, it can just spin a back row back into the deck. And you can, like, change your opponent's attack value, so you can just beat over them, which is, again, very good. And then that's it. So I'll just kind of give you some of an idea of what we're going to be doing here. So I should be posting once every week or two the progress of this deck. I will be ordering singles online. I know I have some coming right now. And maybe opening some product here and there, as well as adding stuff from my personal collection. So if you guys want to stay tuned with the series, in about another week or 2, I will show you what the deck is looking like from adding cards in my own personal collection. That'll be ta-ta for now.